Hello students, this is Seema here, your English teacher, and today we shall do a very important but a simple topic in writing skills, that is letter writing. Now students, we shall go on to see how to write letters, what are the different types of letters that you would get in your examination, what is the format, all of it we'll study in details. Now, first and foremost, there are going to be three types of letters. Now, what are these? These will be the formal letter, the application letter, and the informal letter. So, we will take up each of these letters and study in detail. Now, let us focus first on formal letters. So, here we have some important tips for writing formal letters. Let's go on with it. First and foremost, these formal letters are official letters written for official purposes like the complaint or a request for something or you suggest something. And it is written to an authority like the editor, the principal, municipal commissioner, even police commissioner, secretary of your society if there is something that you want to mention to him formally, and the mayor, etc. That means there are many other people, probably it could be the railway officer, it could be the police commissioner, as I said. So somebody on a post, and you are writing something to him which is of utmost importance and he needs to pay heed to that. So you are addressing an official. Now the length of the letter from the examination point of view is one side of your page, that is your answer sheet. Otherwise also students, it's a formal letter, and when you write formal letters to officers, it has to be short. Next, there are 3 paragraphs that are expected in a formal letter, and the content should be brief and precise, that is to the point. Don't go on writing and writing. You have to be just precise. Okay? Now, let us understand this with an example. And first and foremost, just the format in general. You can see here, the top right corner, the from address. Then after that comes the to address. Of course, below the from address, we also have the date line, which we will see in detail later. Then we have the subject, we have the salutation, the body, and the subscription. Students, this is the general format of the letter. Let us study this in details with an example. First and foremost, the question would be given to you in this format. Write a letter to the municipal commissioner. Just an example, students. Write a letter to the municipal commissioner complaining about the bad condition of roads. So this is one example of a formal letter that you have here, and you can see the word complaining. So students, you should understand immediately that it is a letter of complaint. Okay, let's go on now. Looking at the format. On the right hand side, you have the sample of an answer sheet of a board paper, and on this sample paper we're going to actually write the letter over here, and on the other side I will show you how to develop the letter keeping in mind the format of the formal letter. So the first thing is the from address. Now tips for writing the from address. You will start with the flat number, the building name. You can see there on the paper itself, 29 Tulsi apartment. Street, that is here Evershine Nagar. Then landmark if any, but here we haven't put a landmark. Straight away we have gone to the city, that is Malad West and Mumbai. You can see the pin code there, students. But if you're not sure about the pin code, don't write. You can just write Mumbai there. Okay, now that was your from address. The next thing that you need to remember is that the from address or the sender's address as we call it is in the letter on the top right corner of the page. Okay, next thing is the date line. Now the date has to be written as DDMMYY, meaning the date, the month and the year in that format, and let us follow a standard pattern. 2nd March 2015. So you can see there the way it is written, and this is just below the from address. Okay, students. Now the next thing that we can see is the to address. The tips for writing the to address. First and foremost, start with the, because after that you're going to write the designation or the post of the person to whom you are writing. Remember, it's an authority. So you start with the and then the designation. Like you can see there, it is the municipal commissioner. After that, you write the name of the office, that is the BMC office, and then the office address. In this case, we have just written Malad West. Students, such offices to whom you are writing are very famous, and therefore you need not write the address in detail. Once again, let us take a look here. Avoid to. Students, in the to address, you actually do not have to write to. Students, for from, did we write there from? No. So you don't need to write to over here. Second, the name of the office has to be written. It could be the name of the institution or the organization to which the letter is sent. In this case, it is the BMC office because you're writing to the municipal commissioner. Next thing, write the location of the office, but don't go into details. Okay, students, so we move on to the next thing, that is the subject. Students, formal letter. You have to write the subject and it comes after the to address. You need not leave lines, but if you leave a single line after the to address, probably just for the sake of neatness, it is okay. But there is no such rule that you have to leave a line after the to address before the subject. Now, how do we write the subject? Let's see. The subject should be in the center of the paper. So you can see there, the subject has not started from the left hand side. It is in the center of the paper. Next, you will write either complaint about, or you will write request for, and then you will add the question. That means it is the question that will help you to write the subject. For example, what is your question here? Write a letter to the municipal commissioner complaining about the bad condition of the roads. So here it is a complaint letter. Students, remember, write the noun form. Don't say complaining. You can see there in the green box that it is complaint, that is the noun form, or request, which is again the noun form. So here you will write complaint about bad condition of the roads, and very important, you have to underline the subject. Next, students, we come to the salutation. You have to address the person to whom you are writing the letter. So it could be either sir or madam. Remember, you have to put the comma there. So in a formal letter, use sir or madam. In case of a school authority, you could use respected madam or respected sir. Students, nowadays, even dear sir or dear madam is fine. You can write that. And remember that you must put the comma there. You have to add the comma after the salutation. Students, with this, we will just take a short break. We have seen the from address, the to address, the subject and the salutation. Now what are we going to come to? We shall come to the actual letter, and that we will see in the next module.